that punch.
Let's check the numbers as we go to the tail of the tape.
The number that jumps out at us the most salient is the one we've been talking about, the difference in age and how will that equate to speed, quickness, and stamina. The rest, the height, the reach, differences are negligible.
And the notable WBC rules for tonight's world title fight.
No standing 8, 3 knockdown rule is in effect. Only the referee can stop the fight. A fighter can't be saved without a bell in any round. And if a fighter can't continue due to an injury from an accidental foul before the start of the 5th, it would be a technical draw. After the start of the 5th, they would go to the scorecards.
So we are set for Jean Pascal versus Bernard Hopkins. Let's get the official introductions from our ring announcer, the classy Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome. Mesdames et messieurs, bonsoir et bienvenue au Colisée Pepsi dans la merveilleuse ville de Québec. Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you to the beautiful city of Quebec for a World Championship featured attraction of the evening, brought to you by Groupe Yvonne Michel, Golden Boy Promotions, and Showtime. This bout is presented in association with Casino Montreal, City of Quebec Tourism, Coors Light, and Videotron. This bout is sanctioned by the WBC, the President Jose Suleiman, Supervisor is Bob Yalen, the IBO, President Ed Levine, Supervisor Hilton Whitaker III, and the Quebec Combat Sports Commission Commissioner Michel Hamelin. Our physicians at ringside, Dr. Pierre Monnier and Dr. Marc Gagné. Timekeeper at the bell, Andre Huard. Les juges pour ce combat. The judges scoring this bout from ringside. From the United States, Steve Morrow. From Canada, Claude Paquette. From Belgium, Daniel Vanderiel. And our referee in charge of the bout from Canada, Michael Griffin. Mesdames et messieurs, c'est l'attraction principale de la soirée. All right, fans, here we go with the main event of the evening. 12 rounds of boxing for the WBC and the IBO Light Heavyweight Championship of the world. And now, ladies and gentlemen in attendance and boxing fans joining us around the world, en direct de la ville de Québec, live from Quebec, it's showtime! The challenger fighting out of the blue corner on my left, L'Aspira dans le coin blue, wearing black trunks with silver trim, hailing from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania in the United States. He weighed in at 174 1/2 pounds. This future Hall of Famer has a record of 51 wins, 5 losses, 1 draw, and 1 no contest, with 32 wins coming by way of knockout. Considered one of boxing's all-time greats, he is a veteran of 26 world title bouts. Here is the former undisputed middleweight champion of the world, introducing Bernard, the Executioner Hopkins. And his opponent across the ring, the defending champion, fighting out of the red corner, Don Le Coin Rouge. Wearing orange trunks with black trim, he is boxing's pride of Laval, Quebec, Canada. He weighed in at 174 3/4 pounds with a record of 26 wins, 1 loss. He has 16 wins coming by way of knockout. Tonight, he is making the 4th defense of his title. Here is the popular and defending WBC and IBO light heavyweight champion of the world. Veuillez accueillir le champion, Jean Pascal. Once again, our referee in charge, Michael Griffin, now to give instructions.
Okay, Russ, let's go. Russ. Mike, let's go.
Michael Griffin's having a hard time getting them together out there.
This is unbelievable, guys. What's going on in that Pascal corner?
Let's have a nice clean fight. Remember to obey my commands. Protect yourselves always, men. We're going to touch gloves now. We're boxing at the bell. God bless both of you. Touch gloves, fellas. Touch gloves, fellas.
The last big fight of 2010. Capacity crowd of over 16,000 roaring for Jean Pascal. Does not want to disappoint these frenzied fans. 28 days shy of his 46th birthday. Can Bernard Hopkins turn back the clock and shock the boxing world again? Here we go. Round one scheduled for 12 for the WBC Light Heavyweight Championship. Hopkins, a counter-puncher by nature, has always looked to exploit opponents' mistakes, nullify their best weapon, take them out of the game, wear them down. Pascal brimming with confidence off the win over Chad Dawson. An aggressive style, awkward, quirky, unorthodox, kind of herky-jerky. Always looks to lead. He's not a counter-puncher, but really fast hands, and he likes to let them go. He's strong, durable, has a great heart.
This is a very, very big ring, almost 24 feet on the inside. We have to assume Pascal's folks who created this event like the idea of that, and we see Pascal using a lot of this ring.
Oh, big right hand there by Hopkins that caught Pascal off balance. Hopkins knows versus a counterpuncher like Pascal, he's got to keep punching, has to keep a high work rate, use that jab a lot. There's a body shot by Bernard, and he also said go to the body often.
Yeah, that's always good, especially with a guy that looks to want to use his legs tonight in the big ring. You know, Hopkins 45, you might want to wear him down by using a lot of movement tonight.
Hopkins promised us he'd use his jab in this fight. It's an underrated weapon, and so far he is throwing it here in round one.
Hopkins wants to back Pascal up. He knows what to do in his mind. The big question, can he physically do it all night long? He got nailed by a counter left hook, did Hopkins, and as we mentioned, Pascal not a counterpuncher.
I think this fight will have more action than we thought it was going to have, because Pascal has to rush in with those bull rushes. Hopkins is being more aggressive, and Hopkins is counterpunching.
Yeah, he didn't have a high work rate against Roy Jones back in April. So far, he's showing one here, early going. Left hook to the body by Hopkins, pushes Pascal back. Pascal in retreat. Now he comes forward with a nice right hand. That's his money punch.
Yeah, he's landed that punch twice. It seems like he's found a way to get over the guards of Bernard Hopkins early.
Hopkins has never been stopped, never really dominated, down just once. First fight was Segundo Mercado in Ecuador in '94. Pascal never down.
It was a knockdown. He caught him on the top of the head as he was pulling out. Great punch by Pascal.
A knockdown for Pascal in the final seconds of the opening round. Hopkins in disbelief.
Hopkins. Hopkins in a strange posture. He's been attacking here in round one, not what he's used to. And there's a right hand that cuffed him and knocked him down. Now, you can make the case, I guess it was behind the head, but that, as Antonio pointed out in one of our previous fights with Glenn Johnson and Alan Green, that's the only place he could throw that punch, Pascal.
And he landed, and the reason that it was so effective because Hopkins did not see that punch out.
First time Hopkins is on the canvas in 16 years.
Wow.
Round two.
And a point worth noting, this is the first fight in 3 years in which Pascal has really felt healthy coming in. He had a shoulder injury, had surgery in 2009, had a torn bicep before that.